Hi, welcome to the Diamond Matter channel. If you're new to me, thank you very much for clicking on this video. I'm Chris Bilton, I'm a jeweller from the UK with over 2 decades experience making high-end bespoke handmade pieces. But now I'm in Japan and my Japanese is not very good, so I'm unemployable as a proper jeweller. So I'm making jewellery making instructional videos for YouTube, so welcome, I hope you find them useful. Have a look through the whole channel. Today, it's like a little catch-up video. Ages ago I said I was progressing with a very advanced skull ring, and making that ring, the video series is called That Skull Ring, and I thought I was going to be uploading it every month as I progress, but I only ever seem to work on it quite late at night, like just before I go to bed, like do like sort of 11 at night or something, and I can't film while I'm doing that because I can't speak loudly like I am now because people are sleeping next door. So working on the skull ring doesn't lend itself very well for making videos, but I'm fiddling about with it now, and so I've got the opportunity to give you a little bit of catching up what I've been up to with it. Done quite a lot actually. Okay, first of all, give you a bit of advice. Don't ever make a ring like I'm doing here. It's painful, it's so difficult. Like I think when I had the idea for it, it's like, yeah, I need a challenge, I'm going to do it like this, I'm going to do it like that, and actually the reality of actually sitting down and making something this way, it's not actually very good fun at all. So basically, I have this large skull ring, yeah. Maybe I shouldn't show you that one, well, I've kind of got you now. Yeah, got this skull ring. I wanted to make a fully diamond set version of this. So with all these shapes and curves all around it, I thought I would bend up metal. I think I did it in the last video. I was bending up the original bit of metal that I was going to start carving out like this. And the idea was making it in a few sections and then they all go together nicely, and then I can start cutting them out, shaping them up for the stones to sit, which is essentially what I've been doing. But it's so hard to get them lined up. Just having the separate pieces as flat bits of metal is difficult enough. But then when you start scalloping it out for the stones, they all have to click together really, really closely. My phone's ringing. Hello? Moshi moshi. Hi. Hi. Hi, moshi moshi. 大丈夫です。はい。Okay. Alright. See ya. So yeah, it's well hard, and especially when you've got all the scallops for the stones going together. Well, I'll show you why it's difficult. So this was how I started it, with this in mind. This was going, it's this piece, yeah, going round the front at the top and then goes around the back of the finger. So that is this piece that goes that way. That's this. And then I thought, because I have this, I will then make, this is the back of the finger, then make the piece that goes that way, which will join on there. I'm throwing everything around today. So I made that next. So they go together. These were, I should have shown you this, I missed out loads. These were 2 flat bits of metal that sat together like that. I was like, okay, so getting somewhere now. But when you start scalloping it out, it all has to line up. Like that has to line up perfectly that way, yeah? Like nice and exactly where you want it. And then the stones have to be kind of offset. So they click together nicely. Like that. Is this coming out on screen? Yeah, it's well hard. But they have to click together. This is what I'm struggling with, are the other bits. As you tilt, like they might fit together really nicely flat, so you think you can draw it easily, but when you tilt them out, it kind of all changes the alignment. So these sections can't just be flat-sided as well, they've got to be angled underward, which is not too difficult, it just means a lot of filing. But the way they line up seems to change. So I'm struggling with this. It's not something I could sort of see in advance and make it adjusting that. I don't really understand it. I'm just having to sort of do it and adjust it to make it to fit. So it's quite a slow process. But anyway, these 2 bits are kind of working all right. This one's a bit chunky. I need to reduce the size of them. But the way the stones sit together, they're all quite close. And it's lining up all right. So that's kind of okay. It needs a bit tweaking. These bits, bloody nightmare. And I hate this one. I'm literally going to make this one again. These 2 are just really flat and I can't just tweak it. because then these go down too much, and then they have to be straightened, and then they look too flat. It's well hard. So what's going on? These bits are basically these 2 rows. It's actually quite good having this skull ring here. Basically, I got fed up. This skull ring was me started because I got fed up of doing it that way, and I thought I'm just going to drill it out to fit the stones in. And it is actually much quicker, obviously, much easier. I'm just drilling it out, they're going over the edges and stuff, but I'm just kind of bombing ahead with it and just making the stones fit next to each other. I could actually do this, just cut that out, and there you go. But then I'd ruin the next row, so I'd have to do it again on another one to cut out that section. I don't want to do that, it's too wasteful. But yeah, this was a more convenient way to proceed, to have the finished thing first and then drill it out. Probably what a normal person would have done. So then we've got these 2 bits. These are the ones that really I'm struggling with. The stones are slightly laid out differently to how I drilled them on here. So that bit is that bit, and then that bit is going around the side of the eyes, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, it does that kind of U shape. So this bit should go on there. That's going to sit in like that. Yes, this one's a bit chunky as well, needs adjusting. And then this one should go on like that. So if you can't even hold something in position, well hard to work on and see how you're doing it right. So you can see how this is going together, and then I've got this bit. It's going to be set off like that. Is this making sense? With my fingers in the way. And then all the face and chin is going to be sticking out there. But what I'm struggling with, I see these 2 bits, for example, you put them flat, they line up all right, but they're not flat. That one's quite heavily tilted this way. So that makes the stones space out loads. So okay, reduce underneath so they can fit in nice and tight. But what seems to happen is, as you tilt it and goes in, they go out of alignment. It's like, looking at that one, goes nicely in the little V. If you tilt it out and then push it that way, these 2 go out of a line. It's weird maths going on I don't really understand. So anyway, all I can do is, like I said earlier, I just file it away and just want to make it fit. So I'm going to take all this metal away, the bottom half, and then from that top edge do the same, so they fit up nice and close, and then make any adjustments I need to get them sitting snug in their little sockets, because it's really important to me that the stones are all really close. I don't want any big gaps down the middle of them. There's going to be claws, it's going to be claws both sides, basically, in all the little points going in, all over the whole thing. Loads of claw work to be done. What else we got going on? I've got oval stones for the eyes, which are a bit small. I might go a bit bigger. They're kind of lost in there. Like, I could use them, but it'd have to be, for this sort of size, it'd have to be rub over set. I want claw set. I just want it as little metal as possible on it. I just want it covered in stones. I'm thinking, if I get 2 tapered stones to go in that, get that nose shape, ovals in the eyes, I'm just going to have round stones going in there. I'm thinking maybe the same size, or maybe big, small, and then that same small size going all the way across there. Haven't really thought about the jaw yet. And then here, possibly a big round stone there, and then one there. I don't know. I'm figuring it out as I go along. It's a big job, big job. What it is like, the way I see this kind of thing is like an ongoing art project, like these little cars I made. I mean, there's only 2 designs here. There's a Lamborghini Huracan and a Volkswagen Beetle. Don't know if you can see those. These are really cool, but it's not something I would ever offer to do for a customer. It's like, yeah, I'll make a little model of your car. They literally, that Beetle's been going on for like 5-6 years, and the Lamborghini like a good 2 years at least. I've done most of it since I've been in Japan. I would never offer to do that for someone. It's just really personal to me. It's something I enjoy doing slowly, and I only enjoy doing it if there's no pressure to have it finished at any particular date. If there's a deadline on having this done, I'd hate it. So it's just going to be sat on my bench. You probably see it in the background of my videos, that they're always around. I just fiddle with them now and again when I get a chance. So yeah, that skull ring, that's how it's proceeded. I will continue with this. I'm liking how this is proceeding. It's so easy. It's such a joy compared to bending bits of metal and shaping them up. yeah, well hard, but it's where your skill improves. Trying things you're not comfortable trying, it's all good stuff. So if you're new to the channel, let me ask you again to click like and subscribe and the notification bell, and you can be notified of future uploads. And let me also mention I'm also on Patreon if you'd like to support me financially, just a small contribution every month. And it's not a contract, or you haven't got to give me your credit card details, nothing like that. You can come and go. A lot of people do just make one contribution then go. It's absolutely fine, I really appreciate that. Yeah, there's a link in the description, takes you to the Patreon website, and then you can read about all the benefits of becoming a patron. And yeah, I'll end it there. But actually I won't. I'm talking about patrons. We got 2 new patrons. I have to remember their names. Lillian Nash and Jess Handyside. Thank you very much, guys. I really, really appreciate you becoming patrons. And I'm working hard to give as much value to the patrons as possible. So thank you. You really encourage me to work harder and do more. So cool, yeah. Thanks for watching. Join me again for the next video. See ya. Bye.